Hello, and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM, primarily aimed at existing Workbooks users, or indeed anyone who's seriously looking at Workbooks as a new CRM system. And in this session, we're going to cover the Audit Extension for Workbooks. I'm sorry about the spooky slide to open up with. If you're a Workbooks user already, and you subscribe to the Audit subscription, the Audit add-on extension, then you may already know how useful it is. Now, as a business grows, their CRM systems evolve, the ability to get clear and comprehensive records of your clients and client interactions and changes within your CRM system becomes increasingly more important. And the Audit Extension, or add-on option, if you like, is designed to provide you with really good auditing capabilities to ensure accountability and that sort of transparency in your data. It's going to be the who did what to who and when and why and a lot more. So why would you, if you're not using it already, why would you want to implement the Audit Extension? It is quite actually, in our experience, it's quite a popular add-on. Apart from the Outlook integration, the Audit Extension is probably number 2 as regards an add-on to Workbook. So here's a few reasons why you may want it. Well, first of all, the main reason is that every change, every record change within the CRM system is going to be tracked 100%. You'll have a complete audit trail that captures who made the change, what those changes were, what was the old value, what's the new value, when did they occur, and so on, and a lot more. Really, really good in-depth detail there of the blow-by-blow changes on any record. Maybe in your business, if you're working in finance or the health sector or something like that, insurance, you need compliance with data management, and the Audit Extension can really help you meet those compliance requirements by providing a clear record of all of those changes and modifications. It could help you with better decision making because you can sort of analyze trends in customer interactions, identify areas for improvement, refine your decision based on the actual data rather than just assuming something. And with these detailed records of changes, team members are more likely to take responsibility for their actions in the CRM system. So hopefully fostering a sort of culture of transparency and more trust in your organization. So in this short event, we're going to take a deeper dive into the Audit Extension then and show you what you get for the money. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot. I'm joined by my colleague, Stuart Lawrenson-Hind, and our company, Wizard Systems. If you're not working with us already, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of a number of different CRM solutions, including Workbooks. And we help out organizations use simple solutions to improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks for joining us live. Those of you on here live for this little mini session, part of a series of sessions we normally run every week, normally on a Wednesday, covering different topics around Workbooks. And so we're going to cover the Audit Extension, this one. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only. If you've got any questions, hopefully about the Audit Extension, then pop those into the question box as you think of them, and we will do our best to answer those at the end. So let me hand over to my colleague Stuart, and Stuart will, as he normally does, take us through a little bit more detailed, deeper dive into the Audit Extension.
Thank you, Tim. I want to start with that simple statement that Tim said that helps explain what the audit module does. The audit module will record and show you any changes made to your database, okay? Any. It'll record anything created, deleted, updated, who did it, when they did it. It'll also record what the change that was made. This isn't only records, which is what some people think. It's also user configuration and user preferences. For example, when a capability was added or removed from a user's account. This makes it perfect for showing exactly what is happening within your Workbooks CRM. One advantage of this is that if a mistake is made or a record deleted, the audit module will help you put it right. Now, these changes can be viewed on each record, or you can open the audit landing page, as I've got open here, or you can use a report. Now, I'm not going to go into reports, but while we're on the subject, the audit module allows you to make use of clever calculations, something that was really tricky before. And this is how long has a record been in a particular state? For example, how long are cases staying open before closed? How long are leads staying open before being converted? It's just one example of how this audit module can help. Right, let's take a look. This is the audit module landing page. As you can see, it's logging everything that's happening. And this includes automation as well as humans. So if you've got processes running or triggers running, everything gets logged. Workbooks gives you 4 views. You see them on the left-hand side. There is the all audit, the daily, weekly, monthly, and I've added a 5th called user updates. We'll come to that one in a moment. Let's start with all. This is the one that's open. The view provides a lot of information regarding what's happening. Just looking at this page, we can see that the automation user is making changes to lots of records at the same time. If we open any of these, we can see what it's doing. Now, in this case, it's just changing a value. It's using the field updater that we discussed a few weeks ago, and it's changing the value of a field to a new value. And it's doing this all day for us automatically, and we can now see what's happening. So this really helps me as an administrator so that I know what's going on. If we look at the daily usage, these are logins. This is per user. These are designed just to show who's logging in and when they're logging in. Now, this is a training system, so it will mainly be automation and Peter. But again, we can see this user logged in. They logged in 6 times during this day. And the same goes for weekly and monthly. So lots of information. If we go back to this audit record, as I said, there's a lot of information and it's easy to get yourself lost. So to help, I created for myself a very simple view and called it user updates. Now, this is just a view, again, discussed in a 101, with a couple of filters that leave me with just the records that have been updated. So I can just have a look at what's going on. Again, if I have a look at one of these, let's pick a nice easy one, party relationship, it's the top one. I can see what I was up to on a particular day. So I went to a particular record. This is Alan Whitehead at Kingfisher, and I changed a couple of fields, the record state, and the status from open to closed. But you can see now at the record level what was happening. So this is an overview, and from here I can go straight to the record, and it shows me what changed. So here I'm on the relationship screen. It was open, it's now closed, and the day it closed. So I've got complete an overview of everything that's happening on that record. Okay, so that's the audit module. I'm just going to close those screens so we can get back to where we started. But what about record level? Now, I've got a record here from Mr. Gene Kelly. As with a lot of records in Workbooks, if I click on the information screen, I get to view information. Now, without the audit module, what you'd get is when this record was created, when this record was last updated. This information here. However, with the audit module added, I get an audit button. Now I'm showed a detailed list of everything that happened to this record, when it was created, including what fields were added when the record was created, and all the updates that have taken place to this record since its creation. And I can click on any of these to view more information. Let's pick an update. Here I can see that Stuart, me, updated the Twitter field. Again, I know exactly when that field was updated, allowing me to track this right down to this level. So that's at the sort of the person record. What about at the organization? So let's have a look at his employer. MGM, nice clean record here. What does the audit module show us about this information? Oops, go to the right field. And again, if I click into here, it doesn't look like much information, but the record was created a few weeks ago. And again, if I drill into it, I can see all the fields that at the time that it was created, all the fields that were added to that record. So I've got a great deal of information. I've got a great deal of knowledge when it comes to viewing and recording the changes in the system, and the ability to report on these fields that were at one value that are now another. It gives you a great more sort of analysis of your records. That's really it. The audit module. View the changes within the module itself, or go to any record for a detailed look at its full history. And with that, I'll pass things back to Tim.
Thanks very much, Stuart. So think of it as your corporate memory of every change in your database, and seeing that kind of history. It's a really good name for the extension, audit, because you've got that complete history of all those changes against these different record types, an organization record, a person's record. We see it really, really useful when you're looking at opportunities and cases and leads. But back on opportunities, when did a sales opportunity change from, say, 50% probability to 75% probability? Or how long has it been at 50% probability? So that audit extension is going to help you give you answers to those questions. And all of those changes are in the database. Okay, so we can see them, but we can report on them as well. Wizard Systems can help you with those reports if you want any assistance. Now, also, we did make reference to, I think a couple of times we made reference to other 101 sessions. If you're new to this, then you can catch up a complete list of all our previous presentations on a wide range of Workbooks CRM topics up on our YouTube channel, and just go to the Workbooks playlist if you're familiar with that YouTube term. Right, so let's see if there's any questions. Just while you're thinking of any questions, those of you on here live, or if you're watching a recording, pop it into comments and we'll pick that up on our channel. So just a quick overview of Wizard Systems, long-standing provider of different CRM solutions, including Workbooks. We've got well over 30 years experience of working with a number of different sectors and implementing CRM. And as regards Workbooks, we are a one-stop shop. So we're provisioning the product and all these add-ons and extensions and integrations, setting your Workbooks up, giving you training at your place, our place, or online, and providing the ongoing help desk support as well. Right, Stuart, we've got a few questions coming in, as we'd expect on this topic. First question from Nick. Pretty good question, actually. How does the audit extension impact system performance? Well, Workbook's pretty fast anyway, isn't it? How will it impact system performance? Will it slow it down?
All right. It has no impact on your system at all. It's a back-end process. So it won't affect the speed of your other processes or scripts or triggers that you may have. It's a purely back-end, and you have this view into the audit module on your system.
Yeah, it's sort of going on anyway, even if you haven't got the audit module. That kind of activities going on anyway. Liam is asking, can we configure the audit extension to only track changes in specific modules or for a certain user role?
All right. No, that's not possible. But on the audit module landing page, you can use the filters, as I showed with that simple view, to drill deep into the module to only show certain changes that you want to track.
Yeah, so a little bit of a workaround there. Rachel, can it track someone exporting data?
Oh yeah, I did mention that. Sorry. Yes, it does. It also logs when a user prints out data from workbooks.
Yeah, so pretty clever stuff. Freya, that's how you pronounce it. What is the process for implementing the audit extension? Shall I answer that one, Stuart?
Okay.
Well, yeah, just contact any of us at Wizard Systems. If you don't have it already, then we can give you a quote for it. We should have covered the price. The audit extension, like quite a few other extensions to the main app, Workbooks application, is this is pound sterling. So apologies if you're euros or dollars. This is £72 per annum per user. It has to be applied across the whole implementation. So it's not just per user, it's got the whole company. So yes, it's £72. So we would give you a quote for it. Obviously, if you're part of the way through the year, then you just pay for it on a pro rata basis. And if you go ahead, it's just provisioned in your account. And another question from Freya, is there a trial period available to test the audit extension? Yes, there is a trial of it. Just give us a shout, contact us, and we can set up a 30-day trial in your account. Right, don't think there's any more questions, Stuart. Let me just double check. No, don't think there is. Okay. Well, thanks very much, the four of you, for those questions. As we wrap things up, current release 7.3, we hope to inform you in future 101s coming up soon. The latest things coming from Workbooks, AI implementation, marketing integrations with Force 24, and a lot more. So stay tuned for that. Do you want a CRM review there? Do you want us to hop online with you and discuss your setup and provide some useful suggestions for you to get more out of Workbooks? So again, contact us if you would like a free online review there. And for future 101 sessions, if you've got any suggestions for future topics, then please drop us a line. Be happy to hear from you. Well, thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you soon on the next event. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.